So it's the day after Thanksgiving. Are you getting out all your Christmas decor and taking a look? Is it a little disappointing? That happens to me sometime. It looked so good last year and now it looks like bits and pieces and things are tired. And you look at those rooms in Pinterest and on YouTube and you go, wow, that's a fabulous decorated room. Where do I even start? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to have a more cohesive and beautiful display for Christmas. And I'm going to share my themes for this Christmas 2021. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age, always on a budget. In case you're wondering, you know I'm 70, and if I can do it, you can do it too at any age. I want to thank my subscribers. I'm so grateful for all of you. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. You don't want to miss any of my countdown to Christmas and all the jam-packed videos I have planned for next year. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. So my very first tip is to pick a room and pick a theme. What do I mean by that? How do you want your room to feel? How do you want it to look as far as colors go? You know, if you have greens and blues and soft colors, you're not going to go into red and green and all of that. You might have too many things, Santas and snowmen and nutcrackers and all this stuff. Well, take out all your stuff, take a look at it, and kind of separate it into themes. And if you have very few things, but you really love it, do it in a guest bathroom. If your things are too kid-like, have the kids decorate their room with that stuff. You can always do that. But I want to show you how I picked my theme for the past 6 years in my living room. And before that, I had more of a Candyland theme. But I'm telling you, in 2015, when I saw this Pottery Barn catalog, I fell in love with it. I said, that is it. This is my theme for Christmas. And I just am so attracted to it. You know, I'm a rustic girl. I love rustic. But I like many different styles, farmhouse and country French and shabby chic and boho and all that stuff. But this really spoke to me. I love the black and white, which I have a lot in my house here. I love the red buffalo check. I love the little red and cream toile and the black and white glim plaid along with the fur. And you can see if you look behind me, I pretty much took the cover of this and translated into the look on my sofa with the black and white pillows, the fur pillow and throw, and the black and red buffalo check. It's all there. My point is, find a picture or a series of pictures, start a Pinterest board, and start collecting the things you love. You'll start to get a feel. Am I more rustic and casual, or do I like things fancy and jewel-toned and all of that? What confuses us sometimes is we have a hodgepodge of things. So if you want to go, for example, that rustic cabin look, you're probably not going to want to use the nutcrackers. You might want to use the snowmen and some of the Santas and things like that. But start putting together a feel that you want and the colors that you want. Now it makes it so much easier when I go to buy napkins, or I want to buy ribbon, or I want to buy paper plates. You can see this is all my colors right here for my living room. Now I do have a different theme in each room. I have more of a bakery shop in my dining room, and you'll see all this stuff. I'll decorate it and film it all. I have Candyland in the kitchen, and then I have a different theme every year in my den. But the one thing that runs throughout is red. So that pulls everything together, even though the theme is slightly different. Now, if you have actual separate rooms, feel free to use a little different color scheme if you want to. I think that's just fine. So once you have this kind of vision, start pulling the stuff that you have and start making a list of things you need to complete your whole theme. That's really important. So number 2, I want to talk about focal points. So unless it's absolutely, you don't have a choice, I don't recommend, if you're going to do a big garland on your mantle and then have your tree right next to it. What that causes in the room is too much heaviness on one side of the room, too much decor on one side of the room, and you don't get to really enjoy and appreciate either one because they're smashed up together. So I recommend kind of separating and stretching out your theme within a room and repeating colors and materials. So for example, if I'm going to do a mantle over here, I'm going to pick these colors and ribbons to use on my mantles or stockings, etc. So I like the tree pulled away. That's usually your main focal point, by the way, would be your Christmas tree, and that's in front of my windows. Then on the other walls, my mantle, I have this kind of reiterating my mantle, and then I have some more decor on my coffee table and a side table. So that is something, so kind of stretch it out across the room. Number 3 is when you go to do your displays, there's 2 main kinds. There's symmetrical and asymmetrical. Now, if you're struggling putting together a mantle, symmetrical is the way to go because it's pairs, a series of pairs. It's very pleasing to the eye and very orderly to the eye. It's not chaotic. So on your mantle, either have a picture above, a mirror above, put 2 large items on either side. That could be lanterns, candlesticks, deer, trees, whatever. Then fill in that little U shape. So you're creating like a U shape and your eye travels very easily over that. Now, and you can do a symmetrical garland also on there and have the sides hang down. Now, what's really in right now is asymmetrical mantles. And I did it last year, and I'm going to show you how I did it. This year, I'll film that also, where I do a swoop and then a hang down on one side. And then on this other side, where I don't have the garland coming down, I'll do stockings, long stockings. And then, so it's kind of balanced, but it's just a little bit off. It's a treat for the eye sometimes. But then on the top of my mantle, everything's symmetrical. So it's not too chaotic, just a little interesting, so to say. So when you buy things, your lanterns, your candlesticks, if you can buy a pair, that is really, really great. You know how great it looks to have a pair of lamps on a sideboard or something, and you can fill in with all different things. So keep that in mind. That really helps a lot too. Now, I think for number 4 is it's very interesting to add kind of that special touch, that kind of custom look to what you're doing, is to have a couple DIYs. Just pick 1, maybe 2. I overwhelm myself with all this stuff from Dollar Tree, but I want to share with you 3 crafts I'm going to be doing and filming, and I'll show you later. This one I just showed on my cheap Christmas decor video. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's really good. About taking books from Dollar Tree for $1 and printing and aging over this, and I'm going to make a full tree out of that. I'm also going to take the little red sleigh from Dollar Tree, paint it black, age it in white, and then I thought this would be really cute too for a centerpiece on a table or a side table or even in the center of your mantle. You could put faux sweets in there or pine cones or greens, or my mice might go for a little ride, who knows. And then I got a sled. So this I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to probably use this side. I'm going to make it look like faux wood and then maybe add a bow and some greenery and berries on it. So always try to include a little something you made. You know, something you can do with the kids that's so easy is to make those little interlocking chain garlands that go on the tree with really cute scrapbook papers, like, you know, in your buffalo check and cute prints like that. That would be really, really cute to do too. Number 5 is to take your displays or your collections. I know people might put their Santas out or their snowmen out or their villages out. Add a hit of nature to it. In other words, bottle brush trees or some picks or greenery. Don't be afraid to cut up your garlands and have pieces of that. Add berries and pine cones and antlers to some of the displays. Make them really interesting, full of texture. And also your greenery that you have that's kind of tired and old and plain, infuse it with more picks, different textures of picks. It could be Christmas or non-Christmas. Ferns and eucalyptus looks great in greenery, and really bulk it up and make it look like it's something that was done custom. All 5 of these tips are really, really going to help to elevate and give a more cohesive look to your room, your theme, your Christmas decor. I hope you love this. I hope you got inspired, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.